So we've prepared a video to go over the process of mitosis because tomorrow in class we'll be doing a lab examining onion root tips under microscopes to see the process of mitosis in action. So you can see in this video clip a cell undergoing mitosis. But what is mitosis? It is the cell division that results in two identical daughter cells that are genetically identical to the parent cell. A quick overview of what we'll be going over in the video today is we'll begin with vocabulary and then go through the phases of mitosis in order of interphase, prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis, and finally we'll address why is mitosis important. And here are the standards that we'll address. So some quick vocab. A chromosome is found in the nucleus of a cell and it contains genetic information. So here's our chromosome. And it is made up of sister chromatids. And these are two identical chromosomal strands formed from DNA replication, and they're held together by a centromere, which we see right here. So the phase leading up to mitosis, and also the longest phase, is interphase. This is when the cell begins to grow and prepare for division. It involves replication of DNA to form duplicated chromosomes, which are the sister chromatids here. And after this phase, mitosis can begin. Now if you look at our little video clip, you'll see as the DNA begins to condense into chromosomes and duplicate and form the sister chromatids.
Alright, so now we're looking at the next stage of mitosis, which is prophase. In prophase, you'll have the chromosomes condense. You'll also have the nuclear membrane begin to dissolve. And then you'll have these centrioles move to opposite ends of the cell and form a spindle apparatus which releases microtubules. At this point, we also have 6 chromosomes. So now we're going to see a video on prophase. As you can see here, the centrioles are moving to opposite ends of the cell, and they're going to form spindle apparatuses, while the nuclear membrane will dissolve right there. So the next phase of mitosis is prometaphase, and with prometaphase, the sister chromatids are now out of the nucleus. After the nuclear membrane dissolved, they were able to come out. You'll also have the microtubules begin to attach to the centromeres in the sister chromatids. And at this point, you still have 6 chromosomes. So as you can see in the video, the microtubules are attaching to the centromeres on these sister chromatids. Alright, so the next phase of mitosis is metaphase. And in metaphase, the microtubules will align the chromosomes in the middle of this cell, and we will still have 6 chromosomes at this point. So as you can see in the video, the microtubules are aligning our chromosomes in the middle of the cell. And the next phase of mitosis is anaphase, and with anaphase, the sister chromatids will actually separate and pull apart, and each chromatid becomes its own chromosome at this point with a centromere. And at that point, there will be 12 chromosomes. So as you can see in the video, the sister chromatids right here are pulling apart, and they will become 12 chromosomes, each with their own centromere.
Alright guys, the next phase we're going to look at is telophase. So here, this is when the cell is literally going to start to divide. So you can see that the spindle apparatus and the microtubules have started to disappear, so they aren't here anymore. And the nuclear envelope is going to begin to reform. So you can see one nuclear envelope is going to form around this set of 6 chromosomes, and then another one is going to form around this set of 6 chromosomes. So now we still have the total of 12 chromosomes, and the set of 6 over here is genetically identical to the 6 over here. Alright, So we can see the spindle apparatus disappearing, those microtubules are going away, and the nuclear envelope is forming around those chromosomes. All right, now our last phase is going to be cytokinesis. So now the cytoplasm has completely separated and we've got two identical daughter cells, and each one of them is going to have 6 chromosomes. And the chromosomes are going to be uncoiled, and this is the state they were in when they were in interphase, so before they started prophase. And we can see in our example here, the one cell is completely divided to form 2 daughter cells that are going to be genetically identical to each other. All right, so why is mitosis important? Why does this process matter to us? Well, the first reason is for growth. So the number of cells in an organism is going to increase through mitosis. It's also important for cell replacement. Cells don't last forever, so when they die, they have to be replaced, and they're replaced through mitosis. It's also really important for regeneration. Some animals can actually regrow part of their body through the process of mitosis. And finally, it's also really important for asexual reproduction. Organisms who reproduce this way use mitosis to make copies of themselves. All right, so now we're going to look at some examples. So we're going to start with embryo growth. So let's pretend that we have a 3-kilogram baby, and this is going to grow to a 30-kilogram baby. And it wasn't because the cells increased in mass, but it was because the number of cells themselves increased. So let's take a look at this video. So you can see the embryo is getting better, and that's because there's a lot of cell replication occurring, which is mitosis. All right, now let's take a look at asexual reproduction. So here we have a yeast cell. And this is the parent cell, and it's going to go through mitosis to make a duplicate of itself. So then we're going to end up with 2 daughter cells. All right. So you can see now we have 2 daughter cells, and that occurred through mitosis. Okay, guys. So these are some resources if you want extra help, but you don't have to go to these before class tomorrow. This is just if you want to be extra prepared for tomorrow. All right, goodbye.